Good afternoon, guys. I want to welcome you all into our live show that we kind of try and do here for you guys. And as you guys can see, I have a little special guest here with us. It's actually a new addition that we picked up a couple weeks ago to kind of roll into 2019. As we all know, the 2018 year is coming to an end, obviously. Happy holidays to everybody. The 2018 is kind of rolling into an end, and we're going into 2019. So some of you guys out there, you've gotten the 2019 models, whether it be the four-cylinder, as you kind of see here, the four-cylinder turbo. You see the V6 and the SS, and obviously the ZL1 that we've had in the shop as well. So some of these cars are kind of coming out, but what I wanted to come to you guys today is kind of show you this new little project that we have going on. And obviously we have our 16 that we still have over here, still testing out new stuff. Got some new exciting stuff going on with that one that we'll show you here in a bit. But I wanted to show you guys the 2019 that we have here. Now, like I said, we picked up this car roughly about 2 weeks ago. And you might be asking yourselves, why the four-cylinder turbo as compared to the V6 or the SS or maybe even a ZL1, right? Why not go with the big dog, right? Well, man, we wanted to pick up the four-cylinder turbo because there is a lot to learn on these little cars. The little bit we've kind of dabbled in them with the 2016 to 2018 models. The little bit we know about it, going into 2019, we said we wanted to further educate ourselves into the 2019 model and also kind of look back at the other years as well. But going forward, the 2019, the Turbo 4, this is going to be a fun little project car that we just kind of have lying around. We're going to have different stuff going on. We're going to test out a few different things. So some of you guys that might have one of this, or maybe you're thinking about picking up one, there is a couple of things that we are testing and that we are checking fitments. We're making sure everything's going to coincide, everything's going to work together. There have been a couple of rumors out there that GM has kind of locked these computers. Well, we're going to try and see what we can find out just so we can make sure get you guys the accurate information. Are these things tunable? Can I modify it? What can I do? How far are my limits? Well, we got this car to go ahead and find out. So we already have a plan with working with a few different manufacturers to get some of these parts test fitted and make sure they fit, make sure nothing's wrong with them. Everything's going to go out very smoothly. So this is a 2019. Obviously, as you guys might be able to tell with obviously the front conversion being a little bit different. Okay, this is the RS, a Turbo 4 model. So it is kind of, it's not a base model, as some of you guys might know, but it is the RS package. We wanted to go with the RS package because it does have a little bit of different features that we wanted to retain on the car as far as us driving it, through the weekends and whatnot. We wanted to kind of enjoy the car as well as modify it and have fun with it. So this car, as you guys can see, there's a lot of differences that kind of rolled into 2019. The 6 gens, obviously I had HIDs, which we kind of learned into this car. The headlights are actually LED, which is actually a completely different thing that Chevrolet kind of done with the Camaro. They've always kind of done the HIDs with obviously the 2010 feeding into the D1S bulbs, and then rolling into the 2014s, which went with a D3S bulb. That also kind of rolled into the 6th gen. D3S bulbs were the HIDs. Now this is for the RS package, okay? The non-RS packages obviously had different halogen bulbs, and they varied from size H13 to H11. So depending on the year, you got different bulbs. But rolling into 2019, it was actually very surprising the other day when we were really kind of digging into the car. We wanted to see, hey, can we do something with the headlight bulbs? Can we change out the color temperature? These are kind of questions that we ask ourselves that we know you guys might want to also know and do yourself. Well, further inspection on this car, unfortunately we weren't able to. We were digging our heads under the hood, pulling back panels, trying to find something to get back into those headlights. Because those headlights, they look nice, they look great, but what if I want a different color temperature bulb? What if I wanted to stick something in there, maybe change it up a little bit? Man, unfortunately, we were at a crossroads right there. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and turn the headlights on so hopefully you guys can see exactly what I'm talking about. Now, they are pretty bright, they look great. Driving at night, they look great during the day, not a problem. It's just when you want to go change that color of that bulb, that kind of restricts you. Now, another feature we also kind of saw on this, now some of you guys did it with the 5th gens, some of you guys have done it with the 6th gens, was a switchback. So these headlights also, if you guys can kind of see in the headlight, hopefully it comes out pretty clear in the video, but if you guys can see right where the turn signal would be, now excuse me, it's a little dirty kind of driving into work today, but in the here where the turn signal is, it's actually white with the headlights just on. Now when you go to hit the turn signal, it flashes the amber, obviously, as the turn signal. But it's very neat to kind of see that it's actually a factory switchback in a way, which was, you know, pretty interesting to see when we were really kind of digging into it, and really kind of finding out, you know, what's been done to this model. You know, what can we do to it? You know, is anything possible? So it was really kind of interesting to see that Chevrolet took the initiative and did something that you guys might do already aftermarket wise. You know, so it was very interesting to see. Very cool update. Very nice car. We're going to enjoy it. We've already been in contact with some manufacturers that want to test a couple of different things. So we got a few different things on the way. This is not a 1LE car. This is just a standard RS Turbo 4. Okay, it's got a standard suspension. Interior is pretty basic. We knew we were going to modify some things, so we kind of kept the interior real basic. Didn't go with the leather. Went with the standard seats. They're still very nice. They still kind of hug you in there very well. Are we going to switch them out to race seats? Maybe. Who knows? You know, I mean, the plan for the car is obviously to lower it. We want to kind of do the same things you guys do to your cars, right? We want to lower it. We want to make it look good. And we kind of make one sound good and go a little faster, right? Why not? So that's kind of the plan with the car. Maybe a high-rise spoiler. Man, you guys have been itching to get us, you know, get some of those on your cars. Who knows? Obviously, this is a great platform that we're going to start with. We're going to have some fun with it. So rolling into 2019, it's a new little project car. Obviously, we've had the 6th gen for a while, and we picked up the 5th gen as well a couple months ago. That one we're going to also revisit some other things too with it. That one as well. So some of you guys that own a 5th gen, maybe you own both. Maybe you're thinking about, you got a 5th gen now, thinking about picking up 2019, but you want something that's a little more economical than your SS that you have sitting out there. This little car, right now, I want to say it's got about 270 miles on it. Still on the same tank from the dealership. Still about halfway done with it. So, I mean, when you can get 500 miles to the tank and still have a little bit of fun, why not? Okay? So that's this car, okay? That's the car we're going to have a little bit of fun with. Who knows what's going to happen. Obviously, we're at ground zero right now, just checking out a bunch of different things and making sure we get everything in line with it. Now, over to the other spectrum of things, the SS. Okay, we went from the little guy, and now we're going to take it over to the big dog. Okay, now the SS. Okay, now we know how you guys feel about that bumper. I'm not saying it's a horrible bumper. I'm just saying it could use a little bit of brightening, right? Why not? So as you guys can see here, you guys know this white car. Okay, you've come across this white car for a few years. We've had it. We've tested a whole bunch of different things out on it. Obviously, it's got the hood. It's got the nitrous, it's got the cold air intake, it's got our underhood plates, so it's got everything that kind of goes along with having a little bit of fun and making the car look good as well, right? So, as you guys can see, obviously this is not the factory bumper. We got the factory bumper sitting right over there on top of our workbench. Okay, now this bumper itself is a 2019 SS bumper. Now, what are we doing putting a 2019 SS bumper on a 2016, right? What are we doing? Well, we're checking a couple of different things, okay? So we know you guys are out there buying these cars. We know you're out there enjoying them. There's a whole lot of guys out there that I see have gotten their cars. Y'all are on the forums. Y'all are on the Facebook group pages. And y'all are just out there enjoying the car. Well, we know you're out there. We know some of you guys don't like that bow tie sitting right in the center. Unlike the RS cars and those model cars, the bow tie was in the grille. These, unfortunately, are on the bumper. It's what Chevrolet decided to do. I can't really explain why, but they decided to do it. The cool thing about it, though, is that it's actually a flow tie, so you do get that little bit extra air right to the center of that radiator. So I can see why they did it. But as far as aesthetics looks, it's really not the best placement. But don't fear. Don't worry, we are working on something. We're trying to make sure everything fits. We're gonna get everything to jive correctly, and who knows where we'll be in the first quarter of 2019. We might have something available for you guys that's gonna do something. It's gonna change that up a little bit. But that is what we're going on. That's what's going on here. That's why we're testing the bumper. You know, maybe some of you guys wanna swap your bumpers. Maybe you got a 2016. Maybe you like the 19 front end. Hey, can I swap? We did. Obviously, there's a little bit more that goes into it, right? There's a little bit more that goes into it. If you guys saw when my camera guy zoomed in right here, we are missing the headlights. So that does kind of give you a little bit of inclination that, hey, those headlights might not fit. They don't, okay? So there's a lot that goes into it. So that's what we have going on here. We got the new little project going on over here. We're having a little bit of fun in the shop. Why not? We got 2 awesome Camaros. We got the one sitting outside. We're going into 2019, guys, and we just got to kind of keep up with it, okay? That's what we're going to do. That's what we have going on. 2019 fitments are already being checked. Why? Because you guys have these cars. You guys drive them. Why not? Okay? Why not? So we're going to go ahead, have a little bit of fun with this one. Obviously, we've had fun with this one, and we're going to have fun with the 2010 we have sitting outside. Why? Because it's what you guys want to do. It's what we want to do. So we're going to go out and enjoy it. We're going to show you guys everything that needs to be done, that can be done. So I hope y'all are along for the ride. Hope y'all are ready for it. So we're going to have some fun with this. And obviously, yeah, you open the hood, turbo 4-cylinder. Might not be the fastest right now, but guess what? That small displacement and big turbo, who knows what it could be. Some of you guys remember those old Super days. Small liter, big turbo. Hey, why not? So that's what we're going to roll into, guys. Let me check a computer here. See what's coming. Let's see here. Mark, yeah, depreciation, man. Depreciation happens as soon as you drive that car off the lot. We all know that it happens. And unfortunately, nothing we can really do about it. It's one of those things, you know. So, but as we roll into, like I said, as we roll into 2019, we do want to keep up with everything that you guys are looking for, all the trends that are happening. A lot of the big 3 guys, they are moving to the smaller displacement, bigger turbo models. Not bigger turbo, but turbo models. So we're going to get started on a whole bunch of stuff, guys. I want to thank y'all for tuning in. We'll see you guys next time. If you guys have any questions, give us a call, shoot us an email. We'll be around. And like I said, happy holidays. We'll see you guys hopefully in the next year.